Thank you for tuning in to the one and only official track and field Bleacher Reporter. This is your host here, coming to you with a segment of my NCAA Division I Track and Field 2018 previews for the women's 800. I've already done the women's sprints, so if you want to go back to some of my previous videos and watch the women's sprints, the women's hurdles, some of the women's sprint relays, definitely check out my content. But in this video, I'm going to talk about the women's 800. So for the past 3 years, probably, the women's 800 has been locked down by the one and only Raven Rogers from Oregon. She's the 2017 Bowerman winner. She just won the Bowerman last week for 2017 track and field NCAA Women. And she's had this event on lock. She's won the past five 800 championships in NCs, starting off as a freshman and winning outdoor, and then winning indoor, and outdoor as a sophomore and junior. But Raven Roberts said, you know what, I've accomplished all I needed to accomplish, breaking the collegiate record outdoors, and so she has gone professional, and she is no longer in the collegiate ranks. She's vacated her throne, and so now we have the throne empty, ready for someone to come and assume the mantle. Who will it be? Maybe a high schooler? Wow. A high schooler? Did I just say a high schooler could assume the mantle? Yeah, I think I said a high schooler might be able to assume the mantle. And it was not Sydney McLaughlin, although if Sydney McLaughlin may have run the 800, she probably will win NCs too and set some type of high school record in the 800. But no, we're not talking about Sydney McLaughlin. We're talking about her counterpart that, if it wasn't for Sydney McLaughlin, probably would have had the most hype and the most mention coming out of high school, Samantha Watson from out of New York. I can't list her as an impact freshman or potential impact freshman because she's the favorite for NCAAs as a freshman. Samantha Watson is at Texas A&M. She's a freshman. She has a PR of 2 minutes and 65 seconds outdoors, so she has the fastest PR, returning PR, or the fastest current PR in the 800 amongst the collegians. She's the only other female left outdoors that has broken 201. Her teammate at Texas A&M, Jazmine Fray, has run 2 flat indoors, but she hasn't run 2 flat outdoors. So Samantha Watson is the only collegiate runner right now that has run 2 flat outdours. Samantha Watson ran a few weeks ago. Both her and Jazmine Fray ran 1,000 a couple of weeks ago, and I talked about that race in my week 1 and week 2 review for the collegiate NCAA week 1 and week 2 races that have went on early in December. And so Samantha Watson and Jazmine Fray have ran 1,000, and Samantha Watson broke the Texas A&M school record that Jazmine Fray held, that she set last year at Texas A&M. So Samantha Watson has already beaten Jazmine Fray, and so it doesn't look like she's going to slow down and stop beating her anytime soon. But Jazmine Fray's back. She's the indoor record holder. She's run two flat 69 indoors, and she's the indoor record holder. And so one would imagine, or one would assume, that she would be the favorite because she set the indoor record last year, and she's the top returning indoor collegiate. But Sammy Watson has come in, and I don't see how Jazmine Fray, in my opinion, I don't feel like she has the tools to beat Sammy Watson. I mean, I feel like she could take it out and be aggressive, but I don't feel like she'll be able to finish off of a fast pace, whereas Sammy Watson can stay comfortable off of a fast pace and then also finish the race because of her height. There's a big height difference between Sammy Watson and Jazmine Fray, and that might be a factor, those last 50 meters. But Jazmine Fray, she's always gives 100% in my opinion, and she wasn't afraid to take it out. She tried to take it out against Raven last year, but it just didn't work. But Jazmine Fray, she got 5th indoors in the 800 and 4th outdoors in 2017. So, I mean, it'll be difficult for Jazmine Fray to beat her teammate, but maybe Texas A&M can go 1 and 2. Maybe Jazmine Fray can set the pace early, and that can work, and that can help pull Sammy Watson around to a fast time and break the collegiate record. But maybe they can go 1 and 2. I hope they can go 1 and 2. That maybe I don't want to see Jazmine Fray take it out only for Sammy Watson to run a fast time, but then Jazmine Fray ends up getting 8th or something of that nature because she broke down the last 50 meters. That wouldn't be a nice strategy. So it's going to be interesting to see how their coach strategize and tell the tactics that play into that, because you have to be careful that Jazmine Fray doesn't lose her confidence and lose her motivation and inspiration to be aggressive. So you have to be careful that that it's not solely focused on Sammy Watson, and that Jazmine Fray still gets her time to shine as well too. Also, we have Olivia Baker from Stanford. She has PRs of 2:01:02 outdoors. Olivia was 7th this past indoor season in 2017 and 8th outdoors at Outdoor Nationals. She was 3rd indoors and 2nd outdoors in 2016, which was her best season. That's where her PR was set in 2016. Out of high school, Olivia Baker was a 400 runner, turned into an 800 runner once she got into college after she ran that great, amazing leg at Penn Relays in that 4x8 where she split like 2 flat or 2:01 out of high school chasing the Jamaicans. But so one would have thought that she was going to be the next best 800 runner, but she was just in the shadows of Raven Rogers, and she wasn't able to beat Raven Rogers, and being in the Pac-12 together and just having to go through that whole process with Raven Rogers. I think it kind of maybe taking something out of Olivia Baker in the 800. But now that Raven Rogers is gone, maybe this is Olivia Baker's time to shine and chance to show what she's capable of and win an NCAA title. She'll have to run fast. She'll have to be able to be aggressive and be able to be there in those last 50 meters if she's going to do it, which that might be hard for her. But Olivia Baker, she showed in high school that she had the wheels, that she had the means to do it, and she had a good season in 2016. So if she can get back to where she was at in 2016 or a little bit better than that, then she'll be right there with the other Texas A&M girls. Brooke Feldmeier from Oregon, she has a PR of 2:01:54. She didn't qualify for the 800 indoors in 2017, but outdoors she got 3rd in the 800. So Brooke Feldmeier is one of the top returners as well in the 800. My dark horses, Sheaffer Clary Butner from Villanova. She has a PR of 2:02:11. She's a dark horse for me because I don't know if she's going to run the mile or if she's going to run the 1500. So I don't know where she's going to focus. Last year in 2017 indoor she ran the mile and she got 8th. But outdoors she didn't run the 1500 or I don't know if she qualified for the 1500 or 800, but she qualified for the 1500 outdoors, but she didn't run when they went to Oregon at Nationals. So I don't know. So she's a dark horse for me. Also, Dane Rivers from Penn State. She's a sophomore at Penn State. She has a PR of 2:02:53. She was 3rd in the mile indoors and 19th in the 800 outdoors. So she did run the 800 outdoors, but indoors she ran the mile because I think she ran the DMR as well for Penn State. But she's not a dark horse because obviously she's got 3rd in the mile, but she's a dark horse because I don't know if she's going to run the 800 or the 1500. I kind of feel like Danae is a better 1500 runner than the 800. Her chances are better in the mile and the 1500 than they are in the 800. So maybe that's a better strategy. As evidence, last year she got 3rd in the mile indoors, but outdoors she wasn't even able to make it to the finals in the 800. So maybe she should stick. She's a strong runner. She's kind of short and powerful, but she's strong. So and she's feisty and fierce. So but I feel like the mile she can grit out the mile a little bit harder or better than the 800. She may not be able to keep up with Sammy Watson, or Jazmine Fray. So we'll see. But impact freshmen and transfers, we have Rachel MacArthur. She's at Villanova. She's a freshman. So she has a good training partner in Sheaffer Clary Butner. She has a PR of 2:05:42 out of high school. So it's not a Sammy Watson type of PR. It's just not a 2 flat. But she was the next best high schooler that graduated with Sammy Watson, but which she was 5 seconds back. But I mean, still coming out of high school running 2:05. I mean, I remember when that was like, wow, oh my God, she ran 2:05 in high school. That was like something that all the coaches were salivating over, and that was the big talk. But so I mean, it's no slouch to run 2:05 out of high school. You don't need to run 1:59 in 2 minutes and never run any faster than that. That doesn't make any sense. But Rachel McArthur, we'll see if she can improve on that 205. So we'll keep an eye out on Rachel McArthur. I'm a transfer. Ruby Stauber she's at Oregon now. She's supposed to be at Oregon now. She's transferred from LSU. She did her freshman season in 2017 at LSU. She has run 2:03:01 indoors. That happened in 2017, and her PR outdoor is 2:03:43. Which was outdoors as a freshman. I mean, as an outdoor as a high school senior in 2016. That's where her PR outdoors comes from. It's from high school. So she's transferred from LSU to Oregon. I don't know if she's going to have to sit out a year, or I don't know if she's going to be ready to rock and roll this coming January once she gets to Oregon. So in the next few weeks, we'll see if she opens up for Oregon and see if she's putting down some times that shows that she's ready. But she could definitely impact. She's gotten 5th indoors at indoor nationals in the 800 already, so she's made the finals at NC's indoors, and outdoors she got 22nd. She didn't make the finals outdoors in the 800, but she'll be one to watch out. But I don't know the status of her, so I'll just keep you posted as that go along. And also we have Sabrina Southerland, from the Georgetown transfer that's now at Oregon. She's a senior now at Oregon. She's run 2:03:10 in 2016 indoors, and outdoors she ran 2:03:74. She was 12th at 2016 indoor nationals and 24th at 2016 outdoor nationals. Sabrina redshirted at Georgetown in 2017 indoor and outdoor, so she didn't run indoor or outdoors for Georgetown, and then she transferred to Oregon. She did run in a couple of their cross-country meets early on in the season. I think the first 1 or 2 meets early on in the season. And so she's there, and so she's already run so far as an Oregon Duck. But, I mean, you have Brooke, you have Ruby and Sabrina there training in the 800. So, I mean, that's a good training group. You have girls that have run all 2:03, 2:01. So, I mean, they can push each other. They can, hopefully help each other go, do greater things. And, we have to keep an eye out. It might be the Oregon girls versus the Texas A&M girls, 3 against 2. But, I mean, you got Sammy Watson, so it might be 5 against 3 when you add in the strengths and add in the capabilities of Sammy Watson. But we'll see. I feel like, again, Sammy Watson, it's a lot of pressure for her to come in as the heavy favorite to win. But she won the 1,000 meters at USATF Indoor Nationals last year, so she's capable of performing at a big stage. And I think that she's run enough professional races, and I think she's done well enough that that she'll be okay. That it's not like another runner that hasn't had that experience or that dealt with that type of pressure again. Also, I forgot to mention as another dark horse that I forgot all about, Aaliyah Miller from Baylor. She is a sophomore at Baylor. She redshirted outdoor in her freshman season in 2017, but she ran like a couple of meets indoor before she got injured indoor. And I know she ran like 2:03 indoors. Out of high school, she ran like 2:03 because her and Sammy Watson had got 1 and 2 at the IAAF World Juniors in 2016. I remember that. So I forgot to mention her as a dark horse, but Aaliyah Miller from Baylor should be a dark horse because she wasn't able to compete at NC's in her freshman year this past season in 2017. So if she's healthy now and she's back to where she was running before she got injured, then she'll be in the mix with the rest of them, and maybe she could be one that can run with Sammy Watson because she's already competed with her a lot in high school. But we'll see. We'll keep an eye out for that. But the women's 800 should be interesting. Again, now with Raven Rogers gone, someone can slip in and win outside of Sammy Watson, and that'll be interesting. That'll be the first time in the last 5 800s that someone outside of Raven Rogers has won. So I'll keep you posted week after week to see who's dropping the times. Speaking of which, in 2017 indoors, it took 2:04:79 to qualify for indoor nationals. So you have to run under 2:05 because consistently over the last few years you've had to run under 2:05 in order to qualify for indoor nationals. So once the results start coming in, in the next month or two, I'll keep you posted. We'll discuss about it here on the Bleacher Reporter channel. We'll do some sideline commentary. But thank you for watching my video. Please like, rate, and subscribe and comment to my channel. I'm your host here, and I hope that I've brought to you some good information about the women's 800 for the 2018 season.